welcome or welcome back.
Yep. So we are going to do our weekly K-pop reactions and just fun stuffs. So yes, one thing I thought I would bring up,
Something a little different.
something a little different. Like, I don't necessarily keep up with the news, but I watch this guy who keeps up with the news, like K-pop news. So,
tell me what's important, consolidate it, and let me know.
Yeah, because so much going on sometimes. So I thought it might be interesting to also start introducing you to some of the news stuff.
Okay,
the little controversies that might come out, or like,
okay,
because there's always controversies, dating rumors, like, you know, he covers stuff.
Fair enough.
So, and it's an interesting little way of learning some interesting little things.
All right, sounds good.
We're gonna start with some news, and I have seen this, but I'll try not to watch them so we can react together.
Okay.
From now on.
Right after I uploaded the last video talking about Chaeyoung wearing a QAnon shirt during Music Core, Chaeyoung found herself in hot water again for yet another controversial shirt. Twice's Chaeyoung recently uploaded photos on Instagram wearing this shirt showing Sid Vicious of the Sex Pistols wearing this symbol. Now, just to be clear, this is the tilted symbol associated with the Nazi regime and not the religious swastika. This obviously garnered her a lot of backlash because it happened right after the QAnon incident, and on top of that, this one seemed to come from her own personal wardrobe that we can now see she's worn multiple times on her own time. All of this combined created a situation that went way beyond the K-pop community.
Others saying no, she was just wearing a Sid Vicious shirt, she probably didn't even see the symbol. But also, there are a number of people not buying that. And that's because she also wore in like the same week a QAnon shirt. Though fans there defending her, saying she didn't understand what QAnon was, others blaming the designer. Though you also have critics saying that K-pop is full of anti-Semitism.
Twice's Chaeyoung apologized after posting a photo wearing a shirt with a swastika. This came, well, like literally a week after she wore a QAnon shirt.
Really
Nar says
timing, but
Yeah.
wow.
But it's just a little crazy.
Anti-Semitism in K-pop is way too overlooked. Chaeyoung wearing a QAnon and Nazi shirt 2 days in a row, both being anti-Semitic. Stop hiding this. And mind you, these are her own clothes.
Upon this controversy blowing up, some people defended her while many others condemned her. While no statement was made about the previous incident from last week, Chaeyoung did immediately come out deeply apologizing this time for not recognizing the meaning of the symbol on her shirt and has now taken down those photos.
Now, I do have to say, I have seen like galleries of pictures of K-pop idols wearing some insane shirts.
Yeah.
Like things in English that you're like, surely they didn't understand what they're wearing.
Yeah, and I mean,
She
might not understand. It's
she
just
really may not.
The controversy of it is
that happened.
Why did you do it twice?
Yeah.
So yeah,
Interesting.
It is very interesting, and we don't know. We don't know what's in her head. So,
but I will say I have seen some things where
some pretty questionable.
I have to assume that they don't know what they're wearing. I choose to assume that they wouldn't know what they're wearing.
Yeah.
Another continuation we have from the last video is about Ningning revealing a secret she has kept all this time regarding her right eye that she had surgery on as a kid and can barely see out of still to this day. Well, with this knowledge, we now realize how it affects her daily life, as aespa's recent trip to the airport saw Ningning covering her right eye and even turning around in a bit of discomfort, maybe even pain, as the cameras were flashing. Thankfully, she seemed to be okay, eventually making her way through the airport without any other issues. However, I can't say the same for Karina just a few days later. We're always talking about the chaos and mobbing at the airport. We've seen idols get hurt multiple times. We've seen them plead with people and fans to keep things safe. But in this case, as people were trying to shove gifts and things into the girls' faces, Karina's face was hit with something while she was reaching to accept the gift. You can see her react holding her face after it happened, too in shock to grab the other gifts that are still coming at her. Thankfully, again, I think Karina was ultimately okay this time. Finally, we were all in.
I know, the airport thing, like,
That's crazy.
like, I know you want to see these people, but like it's just be respectful. Like don't like getting so close to hand them a gift. Like you're too close. I'm sorry.
I would hate
you're
to be-
mobbing.
I would hate to be the person who shows up on one of these shows as you're the one who accidentally hit this person or accidentally pushed them down or accidentally like.
Yeah.
I don't want any chance of that.
Yeah,
I don't want to
and,
be that
like,
person. Oh my gosh.
It's just it's crazy. Like
Mhm.
we need to like, and you know, like, so the airport thing is kind of they kind of make a spectacle of it in a way, but to me it feels like it should be a time when it's like their private time. Like they are not dressed up for a performance, for like a meeting, for something specific, even though it's kind of become that. They should be given a little bit of space. That's just my like
Opinion
my
on it.
thoughts on it. Like
Yeah.
like I know it's cool to see like you're a celebrity
Oh, absolutely.
like up close, but they're also people. So like yeah.
In shock last night when a rumor started circulating about EXO Sehun's pregnant girlfriend. Someone made an anonymous post claiming that Sehun's alleged girlfriend was currently pregnant because the two were apparently seen together at the OBGYN. It continues saying that this will be announced after EXO's upcoming promotions are over. They posted pictures along with this to back up their claims, including the alleged girlfriend's profile picture that further suggests that she's pregnant. However, SM Entertainment quickly came out denying the groundless rumors and stated even though the post is now deleted, they are still tracking the people responsible. On top of that, Sehun himself came out explaining how angry he is about all of this, hoping that people don't believe any of it. Now that all of this is cleared up, let's get into the positive things that we can celebrate in K-pop. Oh my god, this makes me so happy because their music deserves it. 50/50 have earned their first
Which we have never
I was gonna say,
even
I'm not aware of
covered them. That's just which we should probably do that. And
Yeah.
because I don't even know who they are. That's really sad of me. Like I don't think I've ever heard them, and that's
But I mean, there's so many of these groups.
I know.
that-
But like once you hear like why he's about to announce this, like
Then you kinda wanna-
how have I not heard them?
Okay.
If
God, this makes me so happy because their music deserves it. 50/50 have earned their first Hot 100 entry with their recent song Cupid, which has also been blowing up on TikTok. Here's the crazy thing. Only the 5th K-pop girl group in history to enter this chart. After what feels like for the
First time in forever.
all the BTS members reunited
because that's another.
Oh,
Like how have I not heard of a group that is only one of five
right?
that have ever like
Managed this. We're gonna have to find that song and watch it next time,
yeah.
or if we have time
Yeah.
today.
Yeah, we can try to find it. But yeah,
Yes.
it's just how have I not heard of them?
Right.
United during Jin's first vacation from his current military service. Suga's caption made sure to let us know that V and Jimin were indeed there, but left before the picture was taken. Speaking of enlistments, two guys we also hope to see reunite with their group soon are SF9's Chaeyoung and Winner's Minho, who are both coincidentally the third members in their respective groups to have now enlisted in the military. Congrats to BTS's Jimin, making history with his solo release, becoming the first ever solo artist to have an album exceed 1 million sales on the first day. With that, we've had
I mean,
it's a good song too.
surprised
so
or not, it's really impressive.
It's really
but-
impressive.
Okay, maybe
Yeah.
I'm not that surprised, but it's still impressive.
other Korean comebacks and releases take place since the last video, including pre-releases
shown
from
you
IVE
how
and
much
Solar and
they did
Moonbyul's
Dystopia.
awesome subunits.
We did a
And
lot of
even though
these.
it's not quite here yet, it's safe to say Blackpink Jisoo's solo debut is highly anticipated, as she has now already broken the record for the highest number of pre-orders by a female soloist. By the time you're listening to this, let me know if she already secured the million seller title, which would make her only the 4th artist
Actually,
to
I don't
achieve that
know
as a
it.
soloist and in
I
a
didn't
group.
see it.
Last note.
That was not recommended to me, so I guess I didn't realize that like I have seen this video, but it didn't click. I guess that
Yeah.
it might have been out by now.
Oh,
Um,
I don't know if it is or
but it
not.
hasn't been recommended to me, so I don't know if it's out or not. But he makes it sound like by the time this video comes up, it should
might
be out.
Yeah, so we'll have to.
So yeah, that's something else maybe because I didn't find hardly any new releases this week.
Interesting.
We
There's
had-
so many last week.
Yeah, we had Psycher's debut,
Mhm.
and that's that was it. That's what I found. Like, though I don't like do this huge deep dive search.
Yeah.
Most of it is just recommended to me, and I didn't see anything. So, if there is any new releases that you know of that you really want us to see,
Yes,
just
please
let us know, and we'll try to find them because
Absolutely.
I didn't find anything.
I always like finding something new.
Yep.
November, YG announced the departure of Bang Ye-dam and Ma Shi-ho from Treasure and the company. Before that, both guys were on a very long hiatus, with Ma Shi-ho focusing on his health. Well, we've now finally heard from Ma Shi-ho as he opened his own personal Instagram on his birthday, promising to return the love and support fans have been giving him this whole time. By the way, I also made a playlist with artists that are celebrating anniversaries. I included Pristin because Kyla and the members were also posting about it. Shout out to Kyla, who's awesome, by the way. The reason I picked Lonely Street for Stray Kids' 5th anniversary was because that and Waiting for Us were my favorite performances when I finally got to attend their amazing concert in Atlanta this week, which of course was postponed last year. I appreciate each and every one of you guys who came up to say hi, and I know what some of you guys are wondering, but for those who are curious, I'll save those stories, interaction, and memories for another time, as the guys are now headed to their LA stadium shows. Just like Twice, Who is now the first ever Asian female, actually, first female group period to ever sell out SoFi Stadium for their upcoming tour and second Asian act to do so after BTS. So many shows and concerts happening all over the place right now, because on top of aespa being the very first K-pop artist to perform at New York's prestigious Governor's Ball, as co-founder Jordan Wolowitz told me they thought aespa were the perfect artist to introduce K-pop to that audience. Congrats to TXT on becoming the first K-pop group to headline Lollapalooza after performing there last year, where of course J-Hope was the headliner. Not only that, but New Jeans will also be performing, making them the first ever female K-pop artist to do so. The girls are still young, so hopefully their safety is a priority at the festival, but something tells me Danielle is tough enough to protect them if she really needs to.
You cut any other animals?
Sure, I can cut a rabbit. Cut, cut, cut.
Yeah, that was his like little ending.
Oh my god.
That's